So when the case started, I'm in front of the juries, and the judge said, Dr. Sebi, would you please begin? Where do I begin? She said, begin wherever you wishes to begin because you have no counsel. Well, I didn't retain any counsel because there aren't any lawyers that could have defended me with what I come with, because he doesn't know that. I would be crazy to even consider a defense. I say, Your Honor, I have been charged with practicing medicine without a license, selling products that are approved by the FDA, and claiming to cure AIDS and other diseases because I use herbs. She said, yes. I said, Your Honor, is it a fact that the Holy Bible teaches that the herbs are for the healing of the nations in the book of Genesis, Ezekiel, and Revelation? She said, yes. Is it a fact that the father of medicine, Mr. Hippocrates, 365 years before Christ was even born, this man was healing every disease known to man, establishing the school of medicine known today? You take the Hippocratic oath. So when you take the Hippocratic oath, Your Honor, did Hippocrates use herbs or chemicals? She said, herbs again. Bible says herbs, Hippocrates used herbs. I said, Your Honor, last question, and my case would rest. Is it a fact that the human body is carbon-based? She said, yes. And that the substance that's going to complement the human body has to be carbon-based because the human body only accepts a substance through the process of chemical affinity. Electric body, electric food. She said, right, carbon-based, herbs again. I said, I rest my case. So she looked at the three physicians, Dr. Victor Herbert, Dr. Bonanno, and Dr. Christopher. Dr. Victor Herbert represents the state of New York. Well, you know, the boy didn't go to school, right? These guys have been to school maybe 50, 60 years. Me, when they began to read the history of Dr. Victor Herbert against mine, it took a half an hour for the court to read the history of this man and his accomplishment. And poor old me, this is Dr. Sebi, he's an herbalist. It took 3 words. Wow, I don't deserve nothing more than that. So Dr. Victor Herbert is the genius. He is the scientist, not this boy, Sebi. He's just an herbalist. So when I poured those 3 questions, the judge said, do I get a response? The doctor's behaviors have not ever heard what I said. The judge got a little bit angry. If I don't get a response in 2 minutes, this man, Dr. Sebi, is going to talk for the remaining period of this case, uninterrupted. But what response are they going to give? I just told the truth. See what happened? They didn't expect a black man. Oh yes, I must say that, a black man that never been to school. Oh my God, what could he have in his head? What could he possibly have in his head to challenge Goliath? Are you out of your mind? My friends told me that in New York. You're going to challenge the Supreme Court, boy. They're offering you a plea bargain. Take it. I said, take it. I'm going to take a plea bargain. I said, look, Chinese, they talk about the yin-yang medicine. Indians, they're Ayurvedic. Europeans, homeopathic and allopathic. But what about my mama? I didn't hear any of those perspective that is representative of my mama. What happened to her? She doesn't deserve representation? I think she does. So what I did, I gave her one. the African biomineral balance. So when the doctor did not give the judge a response, the judge said, "What is the name of your therapeutical approach?" I said, "The African biomineral balance." Dr. Victor Herbert said, "I've never heard of such a thing." I said, "Well, he's right. He's right again." Dr. Victor Herbert hasn't heard about the African biomineral balance because he doesn't know everything. He have not heard of everything on the planet. So the African biomineral balance only happened to be one of those things that Dr. Victor Herbert doesn't know about. The judge said, "Well, what is the African biomineral balance that differs from the allopathic?" It differs, Your Honor, and I'm going to explain only on two levels alone that would be necessary. Traditional medicine claims that there are multiple diseases, that when you have leukemia, diabetes, insanity, you have 3 different diseases. The African biomineral balance negates that position. There's only one disease. Oh my God, why did I say that? Dr. Victor Herbert jumped up and said, "This man is insane and he's unscientific." I look at poor little Victor. He needs help. He needs help. And we got to help the brother. The judge said, "Dr. Sebi, one disease?" I said, "Yes, Your Honor. There's only one disease. There's never been 2. And this may be the mistake that they've been making. You see what happened? When they identify multiple disease, they treat them with different chemicals. We at the Usha Research Institute, we have identified one. The mucous membrane has been compromised. And wherever in the body that compromise has taken place, a disease would be present. Like, for instance, when you have sinusitis, mucus in the nasal passage, bronchitis, mucus in the bronchial tubes, pneumonia, mucus on the lungs. Dr. Victor Herbert jumped up and said, "And what about AIDS?" I said, "Oh my God, the brother needs help. I got to help Victor." Victor pretty angry. Victor didn't want me to win because he'd compromised the state of New York. I said, "Your Honor, Dr. Victor Herbert is asking about AIDS. Where is the mucus?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Your Honor, have you been to an AIDS ward?" "Yes." "What is it that the AIDS patient spits up every 5 minutes?" He said, "Mucus." "Where is the mucus then?" "It's in the skin. It's in the blood. It's in the lymphatic system that makes up the immunological system. That is where you find the mucus, because that is what I do." And do you want proof? Jamal, do you have a book for me to show the audience? You see, when a black man talks, it's unlike a German or a Chinese. He got to show proof. They call it black and white. Oh yeah, for real. Well, they were surprised in the Supreme Court because they could not believe that I'm going to bring to the Supreme Court 77 people killed from AIDS to blindness. That never happened in New York, never in the history of humanity. And then a black man, oh God, no, can't be. Why this? But you see, I didn't do it because I'm black. I'm doing it because I am a servant, not only to black people. I'm a servant to an ants, Chinese, Eskimos, white Hebrews, and everybody else. How else could you be a servant? Oh, we're going to start the discrimination thing? No, we can't do that. I'm not a healer. not a healer. Because to heal, you have to begin loving yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you can't love others. But when you love yourself, you automatically extend that to everybody and everything. That's automatic. So here we have it now, ladies and gentlemen. You have here, if you could see it, on this side it says the man was positive. On this side it says negative. And this was accomplished in 2 months. There it is. And some more. You want to pass the book and see? You have the privilege. You want to? Here it is. Pass it around.